What up, crypto lovers and enthusiasts? Happy day today. We're going to take a look at the CME futures. There's a gap that appeared on the 4-hour chart. We're going to take a look at that. Implications. We're going to take a look at Germany selling. The gray cloud hanging over our heads, that is Mt. Gox. We're going to check in on the ETFs. We're going to look at Total 3. And then we're going to take a look at some altcoins, particularly Rio, Veracity, Tectum, and WattsPay. And so without further ado, let's do this. First, let's go over Germany and Mt. Gox. German authorities sent an additional 282.74 Bitcoin, which is valued at $17.6 million, to cryptocurrency exchanges Bitcoin, Coinbase, Bitstamp, Kraken, raising speculations of a potential sell-off of the asset. The country's substantial Bitcoin stockpile, worth approximately $3 billion before these sales, was confiscated from a site Movies 2K. A movie piracy website. Damn, I didn't know piracy websites made that much money. Note to self, I'm just kidding. As of now, the German government holds approximately 43,859 Bitcoin, which is valued at around $2.7 billion based on current prices. So what did they do? They sold off basically $300 million worth of Bitcoin, and the Bitcoin price has stayed strong. Okay. Keep that in mind. And also the gray cloud is Mt. Gox. Okay, the bankrupt exchange Mt. Gox is set to return nearly $9 billion worth of Bitcoin to its users in early July, and it's July 2nd today, guys. Last month, Gemini returned over $2 billion worth of Bitcoin to users, contributing to negative price movements, and those $2 billion essentially didn't do much. Yes, we dropped last month. It was a red month, but we didn't fall off the cliff. So keep that in mind. Although 9 billion is a lot bigger than 2 billion. Despite these concerns, some analysts believe the impact will be short-lived. Jacob Joseph, research analyst at digital asset market data provider CC Data, argues that the market has sufficient liquidity to absorb these sales, and many creditors may opt for early repayment, reducing overall selling pressure. And he said, I quote, "A healthy part of the creditors are likely to take a 10% haircut on their holdings to receive the repayment early, and not all holdings are set to be liquidated on the open market, reducing the overall selling pressure." Let's hope you're right, Jacob Joseph. Let's hope you're right. Let's take a look at what's going on with Bitcoin right now. And as of this morning actually, we had the body was just right here, just below this little wick, as you can see. All right, we're gonna look at ETFs because the last 5 days of ETFs, not include obviously the ETFs because they're traditional finance, they don't work on on Saturday or Sunday. So there have been 5 days in a row of ETF performances, of inflows, as we're gonna see. And maybe that's part of the reason why we didn't really leave these levels. Again, people are looking at Bitcoin, right? Trying to get in, wanting to get in. That's what's selling pressure from miners, from Germany, from the US, from retail. And really, they've only brought us down to the $60,000 range. And right now, we're trying to get back into this ascending line, above this ascending line. In this triangle that I've mentioned, we're at 62,243. Let's take a look at those inflows really quickly. Where is it? Right here? All right, so you can see right here, last 5 days in a row, basically, again, not including Friday, Saturday, Sunday, from last week into this week. And on Monday, it started out pretty good because there was inflows of, what was it? I just made a video on it. 129.45 million. That was the 5th consecutive days of positive inflows for the ETFs. Okay, and the two largest ETFs had 0 inflow days on Monday. Okay, they were led by Fidelity and the other players. Remember, spot Ethereum ETFs probably go live at some point in the coming weeks, or maybe even this week. So let's see what happens. Again, keep in mind Mt. Gox. Keep in mind Germany selling. But with all that said, maybe Mt. Gox does bring us back down here into the 60. Maybe we do something like this back 58, 59 in the first couple of weeks, the middle of right here between now and like the 15th of July. And the second half, I think, of July, I'm gonna say is probably gonna be better than the first, but we'll see. We'll take it day by day. Right now, Bitcoin is dropping a little bit. We are so far not being able to get over this ascending line, and if we can't, we're going to come back down here. Now let's take a look at the B. There's a gap. Let's take a look at that gap right here. Okay, so maybe we do come down, close this gap, because it's still early enough, although it could take a little while. You know, sometimes it does take a little while, sometimes it doesn't close. And also the fact that this is looking at the CME futures on the daily. The gap is actually on the 4-hour chart, which I take the lower the time frame, the less reliable. How I see it. Some people don't see it that way. Hey, it's all in how you see it. All right, it's based on the eyes of the person. Okay, but it's possible that it closes. Okay, it could make sense. I could see it dropping down here, boom, and that would drop it down to close the gap completely to 61,255. I mean, we're at 62,700, so it is what it is there. All right, and let's take a look now at total 3. Let's look at Bitcoin dominance real quick. Bitcoin dominance is dropping. Total 3 holding strong, 610 billion. My portfolio has more or less stayed the same the last couple of days. It's gone up a little bit, slightly, not too much, right? So, but that's good, man. If hopefully we hold this as support, keep that as support, and we'll start grinding up from here, right? Hopefully the altcoins have bottomed out. Now let's take a look while we have some time at these four projects. One of them is Rio, right? In between this channel right here, I honestly didn't think we were gonna get down here, but I didn't think we were gonna drop this low either to $1.28. Unbelievable, right? It was as high as $3.30, guys. Unbelievable. Strong project. People say this is the RWA King. Relio buying in at $1.28, guys. Hey, get your last buys in, boys and girls, because we're in the second half. We're in the final innings. I mean, we're in the second half of 2024, which I think I mentioned yesterday. I expect big things to happen on the second half of 2024. Also, Veracity beaten up by the community, but we're starting to see a little bit of ray of light. Hopefully, we can get over this 0.0035, this area of resistance, right? Since we dropped below it, since we started dropping below it on June 17th, and now we're trying to get back up above it. I'm below my average buy price. I'll decide once we get back up here, and we will. What happens there? Veracity, interesting buy price, very interesting buy price. Probably one of the best buy price. This one's probably even better. Tectum, look at that huge drop. It peaked out at $46, and it's at $7.42, just above my average buy price, which was amazing because I caught the bottom basically at $4.46. And it's at $7.42, guys. Do your homework on this project because this price is very, very juicy. Do we continue to drop? I don't know. I honestly don't know. I mean, again, I was thinking that we would rebound somewhere honestly, first around here. And then I'm like, okay, the lowest maybe right here. And then we just continue to drop. And look at that. I thought maybe we'd keep support there. Boom. Nope. $7.42 later. This is where we're at. Let's see. I mean, if you're brave, there's a lot of rewards to be had, because I think definitely it'll come back to all-time highs at least, and it'll go a lot higher, man. Once things go parabolic, these things are all gonna just shoot up. That's a 5x. Wow. From current level, that's a 5x if you put a little bit of money right there. Ain't gonna get that from Bitcoin, guys. All right, so Tectum. And this is one that's been showing a lot of strength after this big drop. Again, community problems, and then the management said the right thing. The team behind it said all the right things, and here we are back again, showing some strength. Big V-shaped recovery. I like that. I like that a lot. And we'll do one more. This is WattsPay. We'll do Soonverse because I was very bullish on Soonverse. The market cap is extremely low, right? My average buy price was right there. I thought I did well, and then it just went poof. I'm like, oh man. But I didn't sell because I believed in the project. These guys are working. It's a gaming play. Gaming plays have been beaten up. Eventually it was going to turn around, and I like that. Just like WattsPay did a V-shaped recovery. We're dropping right now. Maybe we drop a little more. Maybe we stay right around here, but I think eventually this is going to come back up and start moving up in this direction. The market cap is extremely low. It's like $1 or $2 million, something like that. They're going to burn 60-80% of their supply, guys. This is one that from these levels definitely has 100x potential, guys. All right, if you're looking for 100x. I think that's it, guys. I think that's it. Tuesday, let's see what happens. Let's see if we continue to drop. Bitcoin is showing strength. There's a lot of interest, guys. I'm not too worried. I don't know that we come back down here. Maybe with the Mt. Gox thing. Let's see what happens in the next days, in the next couple of weeks. But you know, once we get to July 15th and we're still like either here or up here, then I think we're good. Eventually after that, we're going to start moving up relatively strongly. All right, so take it easy if you're all nervous or whatever. If you're new to this game, this is how it is. All right, volatility works both ways, though. Remember that volatility works both ways. When it drops, it's scary, but when it goes up, it is exhilarating, and it's gonna like this is like the best time for crypto. Like this is like the Christmas for crypto. Like this last parabolic, the last part of the cycle is gonna be amazing. Okay, and I'm gonna close with this. I'm gonna close saying that, you know, this is like the only asset class that regular guys like me and you and whoever that's not on Wall Street got in before Wall Street. Wall Street has always gamed all these asset classes before the regular Joe Sixpack. Okay, and us Joe Sixpacks got in on crypto and Bitcoin before those guys. And I believe that we understand it a little bit more than those guys do. Maybe later on that won't be the case, but for right now it is. So let's make some money, guys. Let's make some money. Let's change the world. Guys, we'll leave it there. If you can, please like, please leave a comment, please subscribe. I keep seeing the subscription at whatever number it is, 227. That's preposterous. It shouldn't be like that, but hey, it is what it is. Eventually people will see that I do know what I'm talking about and my information is good and those numbers will rise, but by then it'll be a new cycle. Anyways, have a good one, guys. See you guys tomorrow. Peace.